Hello everyone, I'm Gaming Pro, and yeah, this is the first time I'm showcasing a Minecraft map that I've made on my channel. Normally I just make a community post and, just announce the map that's been released. But I want to do something different this time because, well, this is BaldiCraft. I released this map back in January 2025. However, as of today, well, currently it's June 17th as of recording this, but by the time this is being uploaded, it is June 21st, aka the first day of summer. And I've decided to update the map to version 2, and I am simply going to be showcasing all of the changes and all the new stuff I added in the update, because I did add quite a lot of new things from the original map. First off, right off the bat, I added this whole, area here with the here school sign. It's just some simple banner letters, and I also added a little skybox around here. You'll see why later on. Um, yeah, I'll show you why I'm adding this later on. The skyboxes. The yellow all the yellow doors in the map have been updated. I added bamboo planks around them so they look bigger like they are in the game. I added the exit signs above all four exits, and yeah, and probably the biggest main update to the main schoolhouse is the addition of lights. Yeah, the original map just didn't have any lights, so I just gave the player night vision and just had no lights. So now I've just removed the night vision and I've added lights to literally everywhere in the school. There's some dark spots, but nothing crazy. So yeah. Um, I might as well just show the entire map briefly. Like if I just go this way, um, a lot of the designs are still the same. Like the lockers are still the same. The doors and everything, all this is the same. The posters are still banners. The chalkboards are still the same. I haven't used any map art. That was one of the ideas I had, but it was just way too tedious. So, yeah, I decided not to go with it. Though, if I ever make a version 3, that would be one of the things I would add. As you can see, I just added a lot of lights, so, yeah. Here's this room. As you can see, yeah, I literally just added lights to everywhere. And yeah, that's vending machine. That's always been there. I'm gonna try and show as many rooms as I can, but I also don't want to stay in here for too long, since we got other stuff to show. So, yeah. I think there's another... Oh yeah, there's this area. But there's also another classroom over here, I think. Yeah. I tried to add as minimal lights as I could, except for this room. I, for some reason, went all out in this room for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. Yeah. So, that's cafeteria. Let's go around this side first, since there are some interesting things. Like, there's this room, just simple. There's this light is broken. I'm gonna show that after. That's one of the new things. This classroom, I'm just showing all the lights. You probably get the idea by now. So, here's the globe room. Alright, so I'm gonna go into the cafeteria. And I'm gonna show them from least to most interesting. There's 3 new locations that are outside of the schoolhouse. If you go into the cafeteria, which, the only thing I changed here is I changed this from black stained glass to tinted glass, because I think it looks a little better. So, yeah. Everything else is still the same, though. Of course, there's the, the updated exit sign. But, if you go through these doors, we have the Mega Sandbox. And, yeah. This wasn't here in the original map. It was just, the fence going around. Now, if you fly out, massive skybox over this, but this is what the backside of the school looks like from the outside. I actually think this is really good looking. Now, Baldi's Basics never actually shows the exterior of the schoolhouse, so I kind of just had to make up my own design, and in this case, I think I did an okay job. I had some plants around, some the bushes, and I even added a few more vending machines. So yeah. And then there's here school, so yeah. And next, we're gonna go into the left exit. Oh yeah, there's also this classroom right here. And there's the phone at the end of the hallway. By the way, no, this map is not playable for those wondering. Um, probably the best you could do is just role-playing or something. Yeah. Okay, this exit over here. This is... Okay, yeah, there's another skybox here. This is the corn maze. Well, it's supposed to be the corn maze. I seriously could not figure out for the life of me what to do for the corn. And, like, it was me and Eric, and I think Eli was in there too, but he wasn't, like, he was AFK or something. We could not figure out how the hell to make, like, convincing corn. And eventually, I settled on just doing 2 rows of oak leaves, and then a hay bale on top. And although it's not perfect, it's probably the closest I'm gonna get. So, yeah, here's the maze layout. It's pretty simple. It's just a normal maze. Now, the end of the maze, oh yeah, it's right here. There's a couple signs here that says, "Good job for beating the maze. You win nothing in return." So, yeah. I didn't really know what to add, so I decided, you know what? I'll just add nothing. So now we're gonna head over to there's one more door I want to show. Actually, I didn't show the detention room. Another funny, speaking of the detention room, that's the only room that I didn't add any lights in. Because for some reason, the conduits that, I honestly forget what these are, but, like what they're supposed to, like, represent. But apparently they give off light, so I actually didn't add any lights in this room. I don't know if there's lights in this room in the actual game. I haven't really looked in a long time. So, you know, there might be, though. Anyways, moving on to this side of the school, we're gonna go into the right exit on the right side. Over here, you might notice it's really dark because this light is broken. Here it is. This is the forest area in the camping demo. So, yeah, it says no camping here, school. So, yeah. This is I'm definitely most proud of this one out of the 3. I like how I did the path of pods leading up, and I just did a bunch of giant spruce trees. And, yeah. I surrounded everything in black concrete to make it look more, like, dark. So, yeah. And I even added a little campfire. And on top of that, I added a hay bale underneath. The classic building trick of adding a hay bale underneath to make the smoke rise higher. It honestly shocks me how little people actually still know that you can do that. Like, I swear, every big YouTuber, like, mentions it at least once. Or every big Minecraft, like, shorts creator. But yeah, there's a surprising amount of people that still don't know you can do that. There's nothing around here, it's just trees. And, yeah. Now, that's pretty much the entire map, but as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, you might wonder why the heck I needed to add those skyboxes. Well, originally... Hold on, where is the exit? I'm lost already. Oh, there it is. Originally, I wasn't going to add the skyboxes. The only skybox that I was going to add was this black concrete one to make this area look really dark. And you know what? I'm just gonna break outside of the map just to show you what it looks like from the outside. I didn't really, like, have it in mind, as you could see. You're not meant to see any of this. So, you know, the black concrete box was so big that originally none of these, like, packed ice things were here. You'd just be normal sky. But from here, and literally the other 2, like, open areas as well, you could see the black concrete box. And that was a problem because you're not supposed to see it. So instead, I just added a packed ice skybox to simulate the normal sky over the other 3 areas. So, yeah, if you're wondering why I added these skyboxes, that's why. Because of that one. Overall, I am definitely proud of this map. I do think it is a huge step up from version 1 in pretty much every way. So, yeah. And, oh yeah, I can't forget the bus, the school bus. This was always here. This was always in the game. But yeah. Now, that is going to be it for this video. I do apologize that it was pretty short. I've never really done this before. I just want to see how it does, you know, see if I enjoy making it, you know, these types of, like, showcasing, you know. I'm pretty sure the only, like, showcase I've made was on, like, it was, like, Hello Neighbor Revived or something like that in, like, 2023 or something. But this is the first time I've showcased one of my own maps like this in full scale. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.